Hey everybody, Vince August here. I am back. It is Thursday, September 16th. I told you these things were going to be random. They were going to come out of nowhere. So again, don't worry if you're not watching me live. You can watch these on the replay. They're going to be just short snippets and me throwing stuff up. But I had to come on and I had to address something right off the bat. Okay, look, just to let you know, if you only follow me and you only comment on my videos in a way to attack me, and you never give anything I post a like, and you're just sitting there at your computer waiting to pounce because you're that guy. You are, wake up every day angry, go on Twitter, look to jump on somebody guy, or you do it on Facebook, you do it on Instagram. I'm just letting you know now, I don't live that life. I'm going to block you. Or if you're hearing something that I'm not saying and you have this imaginary argument with me that I'm not having with you, I'm going to block you. I'm getting people that are sending me messages yesterday. Again, random people that I really hardly ever interact with, hardly ever see anything going back and forth with me. Certainly never like anything I put up. And yesterday's video, I never once mentioned the word Afghanistan. I didn't say Afghan. I didn't talk about anybody named Stan. There was nothing close to me saying anything about Afghanistan. And somebody sent me a private message having an argument with me about something I never said. Look, I'm not going to deal with that. All right. So take your special kind of mental issue elsewhere. I'm just going to block you, man. I'm not going to do that. With regards to feedback, like Joe Rizzo's checking in. Good morning. I'll say good morning to you, Joe. When I'm doing a live and I see comments, I will respond to a comment if it's a good question. If there's something with regards to a debate or something, it's really not conducive to do it this way. Look, would I love to have an open forum? Would I love to have a live show where I could do something like this? Yeah. And when I have 50,000 subscribers, or I know that I'm going to have an audience that's going to show up somewhere once a week, I'll certainly do that. But I'm not going to get into a debate on a thread. I want to know, has anyone ever seen any of those things go well? Has anyone ever seen a debate on a thread actually just not completely digress into something else? Because here's what happens. All right. So you ask a question or you make a point. And then I answer that point, and then you counterpoint, and then I answer or maybe say two things, and now you're answering the first thing that I said, and you missed the second thing, and now I'm answering your first thing. You're now answering my second thing. I'm already on to a third thing or a fourth. You've seen it. You've all seen it. You've all seen it happen. The other thing is those types of issues never really go well because everyone reads their own tone into words and into the thing that someone else is typing. Again, it's kind of like the people that sent me comments about a topic I never discussed. So you're having an argument in your head. And I see this with couples. I have to tell you, as someone who does divorce law, I see this all the time where a spouse will literally have a full-blown argument with their spouse in their head that they anticipate. They'll tell me, I'm going to go home and I'm going to say this, and she's going to say this back to me, and then I'm going to say this, and I'm like, dude, you're having the argument already. You don't even know what this person's going to say. You don't know what your wife or other or husband or whatever. You don't know what they're going to say. You've already had the argument, and you're taking that argument that never happened home with you. Gee, I wonder why you're getting divorced. So yeah, just so everybody knows, and Carrie's laughing. Just so you know, I'm not going to do that with you. I'm not going to let all of my threads digress and break down. The other thing, if you are commenting on these videos and you start having a debate with someone on the comment thread, you're going to have to keep it civil. If I see that you start resorting to foul languages, if I see you start cursing or you start name calling people, or you're just not productive to an actual communicative type of, back and forth with actual information, and it's just name call, I'm going to delete you. I'm going to block you. So what I want to do is I want to create a forum where people can actually exchange ideas, exchange information, quote things, say, look, here's an article, here's what I'm basing my thing on, here's what something productive. If you're not going to do something productive, you're going to get blocked. Go do that on someone else's page. Go do that on someone else's thread. I'll be honest, I'm not going to police the YouTube page as much as I'm going to police the Facebook page, because Facebook is really good at blocking, throwing people off, making sure that the views get limited and everything else. And I'm not going to deal with you. So you're not going to get under my skin. I really don't care. If to me, to block somebody, I got to be honest, especially if you don't like anything I do and you're just trolling me. Yeah, I have no time for trolls. Okay, so that takes care of the trolls. Now, I was asked a question I do want to answer. Somebody made a comment or someone sent me a personal question about something that a host on CNN said. I think it was Don Lemon, where they said something. And I'm going to tell you right now, just so you guys know, I don't watch mainstream media. I really don't. I don't watch Fox. I don't watch CNN. I don't watch MSNBC. I don't watch that stuff. The only time I catch those videos is if I see it in a news report, if I get an update on my phone and my phone says, oh my God, so-and-so said this. That's the only time I'll look and see what they said. I don't watch. I really don't. In terms of the media, I do watch, because someone said, what do you watch? I watch Italian news, keep my Italian sharp, keep up with Serie A soccer. I watch Al Jazeera news, I'll be honest, because I think they give a pretty non-biased view on international news. BBC, CBC, I get a lot of international stuff. That's where I get my news, and a lot from print. I go online and I read as much as I can in between, work, on lunch break, whatever. That's where I get most of my information. I'm really not on Twitter. As you can see, I have almost no Twitter followers. So that's where I get my information. So someone sent me something that Don Lemon, a CNN host, had said with regards to people that are unvaccinated, and basically paraphrasing that, hospitals shouldn't treat them because, they've made this decision. What's my take on that? As a lawyer, as a person. Well, first of all, legally, no, a hospital can't turn away somebody. You walk into an emergency room, a hospital can't say, no, I'm not treating you. That's the first thing. The second thing, look, if that's what he said, and I'm assuming that it's what was said to me, and because they sent me the article and they sent me where it was and they sent me a YouTube clip, look, I disagree with it. And I'm going to tell you why I disagree with it. If someone gets into a drunk driving accident, person's driving home drunk, hit a parked car, flip their car, turns out they're drunk, they get brought to the hospital. What do? Oh, you were drinking and driving? Well, listen, you did that crap to yourself. Sorry. Someone gets into a shootout with the police. They got shot, brought to the hospital. What happened? You know what? Guy started shooting at us. We shot back. He got wounded. And that's, so he shot a, well, forget it. We're not going to take care of you. Someone has a drug overdose and they come in. What do? Not save the well, you should have known. You should have never done drugs. There's too many things where you could create this wild scenario where you could justify not giving someone treatment because, well, you did that crap to yourself. So yeah, I know this is a hot button topic, but if that's what people are saying, if that's what some of the people in the mainstream media are saying, and that's just ignorant in my personal view. So that's that take. So 2 stories today, no trolls, not dealing with it, not having it. And yeah, with regards to that, I mean, we can't live in that type of society where we just decide we're going to make, we're going to make up what we're doing here. No, can't do that. Third thing, I got to watch a special on Netflix on Michael Schumacher. I know there's a lot of people. See, there's certain sports that just don't play out in America. Formula One racing is one of those things. I know for a vast majority of people in the United States, no one even probably knows who Michael Schumacher is, whereas worldwide, he was a sensation from the, I'm going to say, mid-90s to the time he retired in the 2000s, was maybe one of the best Formula One car drivers in the world. I probably know him because he raced for Ferrari, again, the Italian thing. I keep tabs on that stuff. Really good life story. I don't want to call it a documentary because it wasn't really a documentary. Really good movie about him and just the type of person he was and the personality of that type of athlete who drives a race car. I do suggest it if you're into that kind of thing. If you like sports figures and those stories, and I know some people do, definitely watch that. While I have some people here commenting, let's see, Joe Rizzo, I'm going to have to use glasses. Masturbators and cunning linguist only. Yeah. Jeanette, Christine, it's a shame that you have to say all this. I know, Jeanette, it is, but at the same time, I want to address it now, get it out of the way, because like I said, I want to do a lot of these. I want to put up these short snippets. I don't want to do long form anymore because I know they were too long for a lot of you. But I do want to let people know right up front, I'm not going to deal with it. So again, look, to me, I've always said to what I think hell is now, and my definition of hell has changed from when I was a kid in Catholic school to now. What I think if you die and go to hell, I think what it is it's a place where you sit in a room and for 24 hours a day for eternity, nonstop, you read Twitter and you read arguments on Twitter and you can't like, retweet, you can't comment, you just read it. Basically, you're stuck on Twitter all day, just reading people bashing each other all day. To me, that's the definition of what hell is now that we're in 2021. So yeah, Barry Turner, wouldn't a lot of good comedy material come out of watching the mainstream media? I'll be honest, Barry. I look, you came to my last show. I talk more about just life in general and not necessarily the media's take on it. I just take, just the facts from the news and kind of, how it affected me and life in general. And that's where I go from there. So yeah, I did point out some of the bigger profile people in media, but just because they're all over every news, it's not just, those channels. Joe Rizzo, Vince, what about your view on HIPAA laws and having to reveal your vaccinations? Okay, so here's another thing. Someone actually asked me that. Glad you said that, Joe. So someone said, what's your vaccination status? And I said, none of your business. And it's not. Now, as you see the way I'm going to be living my life and traveling and doing some of the gigs I'm doing, you're all going to guess what my vaccination status is. I'm pretty sure you're going to be able to figure it out. But here's my thing with regards to someone saying to me, well, what are you promoting and what are you telling people? Nothing. You know why? I'm not a doctor. So look, I sat with my specialist because I have a health condition that I deal with on the regular. I have a permanent injury that I deal with on the regular. Sat down with my doctor and said, hey, look, let's go over this. What would this thing do to me, not do to me? What should I do? What do you think? So, look, I got professional advice from the person who treats me, before I made my decision. I'm not going to tell people what to do because I'm going to tell you what. See, the person watching this thinks I'm talking to them. No, look, just on this thread, there's 16 people watching this now? That's 16 people with 16 different lifestyles, 16 different circumstances that I know nothing about. And I really don't know enough about your health, whether or not it's right for you, not right for you, whether you've already had COVID. There's too many things here for me to tell you what to do, what not to do. And I'm not here to give medical advice. I'm not a doctor, so I'm not doing that. And what I did on my personal life is my business. Sharon McKenna always pops in. Thank you so much. I'm not a doctor is exactly the medicine some Twitter people could use. Yeah, right, Austin? I mean, listen, I'm not going to give medical advice. I'm so focused on Oba-Wandago over your lip. Oh, yes, no, you missed it the other day. So this is my dog Lucy dressed up as a Jedi Knight. If you didn't see it, if you didn't notice it the other day, and she's actually right here, probably watching, saying, what are you doing, Daddy? What's going on? Forget the trolls. Don't worry about the trolls. Play with me. Take me out. Let's go for a walk, which is probably what I'm going to do right now. Paula, again, you with the logic and common sense. I know, Paula. I hate to do it, but that's pretty much, my take on this stuff. Listen, traveling, going out west, doing a show. I'm going to try to do one of these from there. I promise. If not, like formal from a setting, from a hotel or something like that, I will do a quick video and then post it on all of these platforms. So that's what's going on. Again, I'm still waiting for the ticket link for the Hackensack shows. I know the date. It's October 29th. It's a Friday. It's Halloween weekend. Most of you are going to take your kids trick-or-treating probably on the Saturday, if not the Sunday. So you know what? Save October 29th, the Friday, for adult stuff. Get a babysitter. Say, look, I'm going to be dealing with you two for the rest of the weekend. Right now, mommy, daddy, or daddy, and mommy, or whatever it is, we need to go out. We need to have fun. We're going to go watch Vince tell jokes. All right, guys, that's tonight. Thank you so much for checking in. As always, remember, you have to subscribe. Where's the thing? You have to subscribe. So go to my YouTube page. It costs you nothing. Hit the subscribe button. You'll just get a notification in your email saying, oh my God, Vin is doing a thing. Same thing on Facebook. Yeah, just like, subscribe, share. Also, I'm going to be posting pictures from the road and stuff. So you're going to see that on Instagram. You'll see that on Facebook. Thank you, everybody. All right. Have a great night. And for those celebrating the Jewish holiday, whatever the Jewish saying is, yeah, enjoy your holiday. Thanks, everybody.